131.
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Paused Podcast, the now almost weekly podcast where we hit that pause button on all the TV shows, music, video games, and movies we're watching to discuss them with our friends. I'm your host, Ewan Roxburgh, alongside the voice of reason, Lars Woloszek.
Hello.
How are you today, Lars?
Yeah, are you serious?
I'm good, thank you. I'm also known as Lars Volchek. That's been said.
Who said that? Besides
that's
you about
never
5
been
seconds
done
ago.
before.
Yeah,
Ever.
No,
This is why they call me, this is why
I
they
didn't
call
think
me
we were going to
Larsy.
go with that.
This is why they call me Larsy McQuick thinking Lars.
What happened to Lego Lars?
That yeah,
Died
we'll
out.
see,
That
we'll
died a
see.
slow death.
Well, not so slow because it didn't start, but we'll see how we go.
That other voice is the cleanest... What were we saying again? I can't remember. The cleanest man in the
cleanest man in
business.
business.
Cleanest
Harris-
Which is allusion to the fact that he shaves his chest.
Oh,
No, it
he
isn't.
went there
No, it
already.
isn't. No, it isn't. But
His name is,
God,
of
I hate
course...
you so much.
His name is, of course, Harris Monos.
Hashtag
How you going,
disrespect.
Harris?
Hashtag
Yeah, not
free the
bad.
nipple.
You glad to be here? This is your first podcast.
Yeah, I'm great to be here. I mean, it's great to be with you, Ewan, and not you.
I mean, screw you
Sven.
guys. But it's Sven.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we have video this week. Last week we had some technical difficulties, and you couldn't see us. Good thing was you could listen to our audio podcast on thepausedpodcast.bandcamp.com, where you can listen to it on your phone. It's all nice and easy. This week will also be up on YouTube. Also, though, when I get all that sorted, when I have time.
Awesome.
Sounds fun.
It is fun. We have fun.
We
You-
do have
you and
we
me
have-
have-
We have
But-
fun.
we have
Bob-
fun
Bob
on our
will be
little
back.
show.
Yeah, Bob will be back next week. We might have to...
Are we already
What
closing
depends.
it up? We'll be back next week.
We'll be
Oh,
back.
okay, that's the end. Okay, guys.
That was nice
We're gone.
and easy.
That's a great
Good
pause
sesh,
podcast. Alright, we've been in for like 2 minutes, but yeah.
That's been good. It's been good. It was... I don't know where we're going.
Is my mic picking up my...
It is a little bit. No, you can if you
Ooh.
unless you're like it's kind of warm in here.
I'm pretty warm.
Clothes. Let's get in. I did the wrong verse.
It took you all.
hard in here.
I know, it took you all of 2 minutes to start singing. Well done. This
Come
is
on.
just like our mumble chats all over again.
Come on, please. I'm the voice of. No, I'm not the voice of reason.
We we always try to like sing when we're playing games. We're on our audio chat together.
To
But-
remind yourselves of how lonely you feel.
Shut up.
But besides the point,
Besides the point, yeah,
it's
but
always.
it's always laggy, so we're always out of sync, and we can never.
We can
That's
never
so
sing in
frustrating.
time. It's frustrating.
I feel like that's not to do with the lag.
What are you
The
trying
lag?
to what are you
What?
trying to say?
I'd rather like a total
What?
nothing.
I don't know.
Is
Where
this some connotation?
I was
What are
saying,
you aiming
like,
towards?
is he trying to suggest that we can't keep time with our music?
I'm just trying to say when my
When
I
You know what?
Whenever he starts to tell a story, he like thinks about his head and chuckles a little bit to himself, and then goes on.
That's a really funny story
when
at the moment. I
burn,
would
no,
say.
just it's an analogy. When I burn my toast, I don't blame the bread. That's all. Anyway,
I always know I'm off to a bad start if I burn my toast.
Wouldn't
If
you
I
blame the
burn my
toaster?
toast first thing in the morning, I'm gonna have a bad day.
yeah. And
Ah.
I blame your voices.
Wait, what do you mean burn the toaster? That's not how it
No,
works.
it's like because he's like, oh, I don't blame the toast.
Oh.
No, the bread, because toast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides the point. Besides
Oh,
the point.
Save
Wow.
me.
Kind of the
Okay.
technicalities here.
Yeah.
Since bread. Yeah.
We've used the word technicalities twice in this podcast so far. I've drawn a line. Okay. Well, how about you as the guest, the first-time guest, Harris? How about you kick us off with the topic?
All right. So today I brought
Tell us about himself or something.
The Intouchables. Now, this film is probably my favorite film that I've ever watched. Now,
Wow. Okay.
that's a big statement here because,
That
as
is
a
a
lot of
big
people
statement.
know, I love the Dark Knight series.
Yeah.
The entire Christopher Nolan, like, come on, he could have a big poster in my room. I'll pray to it every night, and he's my new god. But in my eyes, this is a great film.
Didn't
Yeah.
you say grace?
Oh, yeah, we just said grace before the podcast to give us the holy blessing. Regardless of the point, technically,
In Christopher Nolan's name. Amen. Is that that's
Okay.
blasphemy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Besides the blasphemous start that I brought to this, now this film is probably my favorite film. Now, I don't know about you guys, but recently we're in the comic book saga at the moment, where every second film that's coming out in the cinemas is something to do with a comic book hero.
It's true.
And it's great. I love it completely. Like, they're all high budget. Where are we going to draw a line?
Yeah.
Where Like, this is a French film, if anyone would believe, and I'm
That
not a very...
means it's not in English.
That
There are
means- yeah.
subtitles.
And
Come on.
tell me why that's relevant.
Well,
I
because...
just don't understand why you just need to racially vilify them.
It's
like
because
that.
he's
In an
super
Australian-
indie, and it's like it's a foreign language film.
Yeah.
And you've
So-
got to walk
like
to the
it.
foreign language section in JB Hi-Fi if you want to buy it.
Yeah,
a
and I
foreign
picked it.
language
Actually,
section?
surprisingly enough, this wasn't in the foreign language section because it was that popular.
That's
It was
horribly
on the-
misleading.
So you're not actually that indie.
No, I just went and I was like, oh, this is a really cool movie. It's got Francois Cluzet and Omar Sy.
Only guy that
If he
looks
was
like
really
Sean Penn.
indie, he wouldn't have bought it on Blu-ray. He would have like exported it to VHS.
VHS.
Really get that rich quality.
Oh wait, no, sorry, not VHS. Betamax. I had to.
We're going back all the way. And then before that, I might have just acted out the whole movie.
Actually, I went to JB Hi-Fi and bought it on HD DVD.
And watched it on my Xbox HD DVD player. It was great. Best purchase ever. Alongside my original PSP, my PlayStation Move.
Oh gosh.
And what else have I bought that was
So
like,
many.
completely
The
useless?
Force Unleashed 2.
Oh,
Oh,
Force
no.
Unleashed.
Oh,
no.
Oh, God.
What have you
Force
done?
Unleashed.
2.
So what appeals to you, like, so much about this movie? Like, how is it better than the Dark Knight trilogy?
Okay. Have you ever watched... what's that film with Morgan Freeman and
He's been in a lot of movies.
Jack Nicholson?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's The Bucket List. The Bucket List. You know The
Oh,
Bucket List?
right.
the
Yeah,
bu-
yeah,
the
that
bucket
one.
list.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
bucket
the
list.
bucket list. Yeah.
The one
Is
where they
that
have
the
a
same
bucket list,
director?
the bucket list. No.
Okay.
It's
They've
a
got
feel-good
similar
movie.
covers.
It's a
Okay.
feel-good.
Right.
Now, you are happy throughout the entire thing. Even on the back, I don't know if you guys can see this, but
No,
it
they
says,
can't see that.
cheer along with the multi-award winning international sensation. Now, there are quite a few key words in that. Cheer. Cheer, another word for happy. If you're cheering, you're happy.
Wait, let me check the,
Let me check the
dictionary.
thesaurus
Yep,
here.
that's correct.
That's correct. Now, I don't know. The rest, like, yeah, they're fine. But cheer. That's the main word in that sentence.
Tell me when I'm allowed to destroy his topic.
You can start now.
Okay, because I've read the book that's based on this story, right?
He's
They went
read
into-
the book. Step back.
Here we go. Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, the
as- I
book's
know how you
always
talk
better
about-
than the film. Okay.
No, okay, so this is a feel-good movie. The book I would describe as a feel
Except
shit.
Twilight Saga, which was
Most
just
of it's
equally
set in a
worse.
hospital as he watches his wife slowly die, and he's
no.
paralyzed, and there's nothing he can do about
This
it.
doesn't sound
Oh,
like
no,
a
this
cheer
doesn't sound
film.
anything like a cheer movie.
This friendly helper appears with about 4 chapters to go.
Can you
and
guys-
does very little. Sorry, I
Can-
touched. The
I
table.
have seen this movie, but I can't remember. Can you give me like a short plot synopsis?
Okay, so there's this guy and he needs the doll.
And if you're going to like the spoiler region, just like make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
it's known to our lovely audience here.
No, there won't be
We're
any spoilers.
spoiling it. I'll
Okay.
spoil it.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay.
Whenever Lars opens his mouth, spoiler warning. Okay.
Spoiler already.
All right, so there's this guy and he needs to get welfare benefits, and he needs to sign off. He's gone to X many interviews, so he goes to the guy and he's like, "Yo, man, can you just sign off on this?" And they have this little chat, and the guy goes, "Oh, I bet you can't take care of me because the position's open for a carer role."
Right.
And he goes,
Because he's a quadriplegic.
"Yeah, because he's a quadriplegic."
And he's also
Okay, I'm
incredibly
remembering this.
rich.
Yeah. So you go, "Oh, I bet you can't take care of me." And the guy goes, "Yeah, well, I bet I can." And then he goes into a carer role for 3 months as a trial period. He completes it, but then he falls in, like, he really enjoys the job and he really becomes good friends with him. And you just feel happy afterwards, and then stuff happens and they become friends. How is that not a happy story?
I remember like this one scene where doesn't the carer guy, what's his name? I'm assuming something French and I can't
it's
pronounce
a different
anyway.
name in the book to it as what it is in the
Oh,
movie.
they
it is.
changed
I
the
would say
names of the
Abdul.
characters.
Abdul.
Shocking. Abdul. Okay, that's not
Is it?
French. I can pronounce that.
I've got nothing.
Anyhow, he
calling-
hires.
they're calling
Doesn't
them
he
names.
hire like escorts or something?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
she just like rubs his
his ears because he's paraplegic.
Yeah.
Quadriplegic.
Yeah, that's like from the
Yeah,
neck down. Yeah. Damn, that sucks.
Okay, Lars, come on, rip into me a bit more.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I can take all of this.
I-
Come on,
I-
keep hitting me.
Harris presented this film to me as
One
the
of the best,
greatest
yeah.
film in the world, essentially. And I got that from a few other friends as well, that this film is totally amazing. It's the best. It will rip your heart out and put it back and just make you...
Francis
all
was
over
of the
room.
same opinion,
Yeah,
right?
our friend Francis
Shout
had
out
the
to
same
Francis.
opinion. Yep. F-Cat, as he's... Some of you will probably know.
Nobody calls him
Nobody
that.
knows that.
Anyway, but yeah, I got that from a few people that this film is amazing, like they'll change your life.
Crap. Sorry.
I'll say that again because you probably destroyed the audio.
I just stood on my
Which I
cable
was
and
just
nearly
repeating
threw my mic into my face. It was kind of hairy.
That would have been hilarious. I walked into a wall last Saturday I beat up a wall with my face. You can see the bruise.
Guess who won?
Oh my god. The wall.
The wall one. I apologized.
Sincerely, the wall. That was a video game high school reference. Freddie
Yeah.
Wong. He just announced
Yeah.
the date. October 13th.
School returns October 13th.
Yeah,
It's gonna be so
Best
good.
series.
I
Oh my
retweeted
God.
it.
Are they
brilliant.
hour longs again?
Yeah.
Was it hour longs?
It's
before?
gonna
Was
be
it half hours.
even bigger.
Yeah, they got a lot of money.
Yeah.
I even backed it this time.
backed it
First
as
thing
well.
I've ever
Yeah.
backed.
Oh no!
Faith,
What
faith
about
in the system?
Berserkers? Berserkers, come on.
I had backed video game high school before Berserkers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's
Ooh.
Berserk?
And I backed Berserkers. Berserkers twice.
crap indie games.
Okay,
Well,
that's
that's
gonna
the
be our
next-
next,
that's the
our
next
first podcast special is gonna be like we'll get Bob too, and the four of us gonna play Berserkers.
Is that the
It's
one you
so
and
good.
Cal were playing the other day?
Where
You and Cal were just on the you
with the
running around.
pandas?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
yes,
okay.
that's the one we were playing. Okay.
Oh,
Stupid
best
game.
game.
Anyhow,
Anyway,
sorry, got
so yeah.
distracted.
Anyway, then
This
I
happens a
watched
lot,
this
Harris.
movie after hearing like heaps and heaps of critical positive acclaim, and it didn't blow my mind because everything that happened that made me go, oh yeah, that's awesome, I was like expecting, and so like I was it didn't like totally make me go like, whoa, that was like so amazing. It was like that was a really good movie and it was a nice feel good movie, but it wasn't as good as everyone said simply because everyone said.
What about like the
Which is-
Oh, go. Keep going.
Oh no, yeah.
I love this. Go.
No,
Okay.
because now if I say I'm trying to apply this to another movie, it's going to spoil that movie for people. But yeah.
Well, what about like the conditions that we watched it in? Because it was like
Calm down, computer.
five
Also-
guys, and we were all around it, and like there were so many people bumping it up, and we're like, "Oh, it's the best part, guys! You got to watch this. Come on, yeah!"
And then the scene would happen,
Yeah.
and you'd be like,
And you'd be like, oh,
Oh, and
I
Ian was
couldn't-
there,
yeah,
and
and
he
Ian
would
was
say,
there.
"Oh, no homo," every like 5 seconds.
no homo.
Yeah.
man,
Get
no
out of here, you
homo.
homophobic
Yeah.
jerk.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
I
like
had like a no watch list of friends on my phone that aren't allowed to watch movies with me that they have to sit
He's
out
up there.
of one movie.
Ian's now like the vice president.
No,
VP.
Ian earned his place.
I'm
Ian
the
earned his
VP.
place back by missing a movie. I can't remember. But after that session, there was like 3 more names on there.
it's like jail. Oh God, am I on there?
no,
No, because I just bump up movies all the time.
yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, guys, we should.
And then we have a night where we watch movies, and you don't show up.
You know, I told there was reasoning behind that. I had a engagement party, which I was.
Did you tell Ewan to pass anything on to me?
No, I.
Okay,
What?
because Ewan also gave me no notice.
I totally forgot to
He just
say.
rocked up on the night, and I had no idea whether he was coming. I
Like, hello, I was
Facebooked
like,
him.
oh, I texted you.
Hey, are you coming to my event?
I was working.
Scene.
I didn't see nothing. He was working. Anyway, sorry. Now continue. Take over your topic again. But yeah, basically, I watched the movie. I thought that was a great movie. It was lovely to watch. I read the book, and I was like, wow.
I feel like it.
They manipulated the story of his life to make a film, and didn't really reflect the book. But
It's
no,
based
yeah,
on
it
a
was
true
like-
story, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
based.
Yeah.
based.
Based. Loosely based.
Yeah,
Like the Avengers is based on a true story. Like
Yeah.
there's New York City in it.
yeah, exactly.
That's
And
like-
there's people
That's
help each other out.
true story.
Avengers is more like loosely based on Dark of the Moon, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dark.
Sorry.
Wait, is this the Transformers Dark of the Moon?
yeah, because if you watch
Oh god, that movie.
Ships
Okay.
came from the sky and
if you watch
crashed
the very
into
final
buildings.
scene
Like
side
it's
by
kind of
side,
based
it's
on-
like you're watching the same movie. There's like some glowing amulet thing on a building
yeah.
that they've got to
Yeah.
protect, and then they've got to break into the city, which has been taken over by the invading robots, which came from a portal in the sky.
Welcome
and then
to
they've got to
every-
fight them back, and then one of them has to like kidnap one of the rider bikes and fight off
movie
others.
ever.
And this happens
Best
in both
movie
films. Yeah, Dark of the Moon. Yeah.
Dark of the Moon. No.
'Cause
I'm
you
sorry,
describe-
just-
I'm
This is
describing
what
both.
Hollywood does. Like every movie is about aliens invading New York City and speeder bikes.
Well, actually,
Not this.
The Intouchables.
This is a French
is a
film.
heartwarming tale.
A cheer along with a
He
multi
grows such epic
Can I
facial
say this?
hair.
Eyes.
I did really
Eyes
enjoy the
twinkle,
humor in the
face
film though, like the bit where
Nine. It's like
the carer will be like speeding along the road.
I love how
and then
low
the
res that picture
quadriplegic
is.
quadriplegic will be pretending to have like
a seizure.
so that they get away from the police and stuff, and it's like
That was really funny. That was a good film.
It sounds horribly. I remember that bit.
No, come on.
Inappropriate.
Like he was like faking
Sounds
it, and then they got there,
inappropriate.
and then they like sped off, and then the police escorted him to the hospital.
he looks
won the
like
bet.
Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, but like French. But then back to
What?
the original.
Okay.
Back to
Remember
the
what I was
original
saying
topic.
about like not thunking everything down on the table?
Sorry.
It's alright.
Back to the original.
I'm sorry. I'm
topic.
such a dick. I'm like
No,
the
it's-
tide
'cause
just
you're wearing
toast.
headphones, so it
Maybe.
it makes sense.
What is 1.78 to 1 full frame? mean?
Sorry, what? Sorry, what?
Oh, is that just 16 on 9? Is that 16 or 9?
Yeah, the
Is that
aspect
like
ratio.
What?
Yeah.
Is that like 1.78?
16 to 9.
Is it in like
There's
widescreen
no
or something?
units.
Yeah, can you see like that? Back to the original topic,
right,
which
yeah.
was something about like comic books and stuff. Where like we're in the comic book era. Do you reckon that we'll continue staying in that comic book era now?
Yes.
We're just gonna.
I reckon
thump
we're
this
going
out?
to pump it out for a solid decade more. And then
Decade.
Decade. Okay.
Jeez.
Give it, okay,
I don't
5
think I
years,
can
5
last
years.
that many
'Cause in
Spider-Man
5
reboots.
years, no. In 5 years, they'll have wrapped up, hopefully, like 3 Avengers films, 3 Thors, 3 Captain Americas, a couple of Guardians of the Galaxy sequels.
We need a Hulk. We need a Hulk.
Mm.
Just think about
With
Hulk.
Mark Ruffalo as well.
Whereas I feel like
He's
Mark
DC's,
Ruffalo would be
yeah.
awesome.
DC's going to try and DC will be the ones to try and stretch it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Because they're
Superman
gonna-
versus Batman. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, and
No, does
They're
it?
hitting.
Well,
no,
the
they're
next
hitting
5
that
sequels-
like. They're hitting that point like, oh, where are we gonna go with this now? We
they're
need
hitting
money.
like the petty point
Yeah.
where it's like that's petty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you'd assume that petty point would have something to do with being petty.
Yeah, but
Petty.
I don't know where it's going. Well, have you heard this sort of theory about like the impending Hollywood crash? That
Oh, thank you.
eventually, like
Oh,
films
yeah.
with too big a budgets are just gonna not do well in the box office, and as a
TV.
result, like producers are gonna have to like start cutting back, like people lose jobs, and just far fewer films will be made. A lot of people sort of associate that idea with 2015, which is like just chock full of these huge films. Like you've got
Blockbusters.
Justice League, Avengers 2, Star Wars Episode 7. Like, it's going to be an awesome,
gonna be
The
awesome.
Ratchet and Clank movie, man. But yeah, like, if a lot of those films don't do well, like, there's going to be a lot of businesses like losing money.
It costs so much money to go to the cinemas as well.
It does,
No one
yeah.
can
Yeah.
go.
And you're getting
See
such good
all
quality
these
productions on TV.
TV.
Like we were talking about True Detective in our first episode or in our beta testing episode, and like that's made by a channel that refers themselves as HBO, like home box office,
Yeah.
and so you can just see where that transition's going.
Well, recently, like the amount of the quality of TV recently has just picked up
Yeah.
tremendously.
Yeah, and far more people watch
okay.
Game
No,
of
no,
Thrones
as
than
in, like,
go and see.
the high budget. I'm talking about high budget
Yeah,
TV.
yeah.
I'll rephrase that. High budget TV recently, and I think they're starting to realize that there's a new medium out there.
yeah, people want stuff that's continuous, which is why
Yeah.
I think The Walking Dead, although it seems to have like dwindled a bit in its quality, I guess, I think the concept of it was
Brilliant.
so much better than every zombie film we'd seen before, because zombie films aren't about what happens in 90 minutes. Like a zombie apocalypse is ongoing. It's about the survival.
Yeah.
Which is why when people complain that The Walking Dead's like, you know, it's drawn out too long, or, you know, it's getting sort of too slow paced and stuff. It's like, I think it's more just being artistic and real. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
actually, you know,
Yeah.
being really great.
And it's so versatile as well. Like you can have like a small sort of mini series that's self-contained. Like often seasons come out that are just 6 episodes, or take like a True Detective again as another example. There's like 8 pretty concise episodes. It tells one story, and then in a new season there's a different story and new characters. But then you've got shows like House of Cards, which tell a story pretty much over 13 episodes, so like 13 hours that you've pretty much kind of got to watch consecutively. It's like some epic sort of movie, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's bringing out the new medium, Netflix.
Yeah.
Wherever in the future, in 20 years ago, would you have thought some internet website could have produced such like an amazing show?
No.
Such as House of
No.
Cards?
No.
So
crazy.
we're transitioning, I think, across that.
Yeah. And we were
era,
talking
yeah,
about
like,
Big
yeah.
M High School. Like, that's just been,
Yeah.
crowd-funded and put
yeah.
on YouTube.
And it
It's-
is an amazing, amazing show.
Yeah. Again,
Okay,
like...
we won't bump it up as much as we did with the Untouchables.
It sucks.
I mean, it's horrible. Don't go see it.
No, yeah.
Very bad. God, it's probably get like 10 out of 10 on IGN, but who's counting?
Whatever. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, it'll just shift to more and more online. And I think, like, if people don't adapt to that Netflix situation, they're just not going to survive, because they're just going to get torrented the crap out of them. And they're not going to be able to reach that fan funding level that the production process requires.
Yeah. Yeah. But, and like, they talk also about sort of the collapse of Hollywood, but also there's already been the sort of collapse of those middle budget films, as there has also been in video games. So pretty much at the current state between like movies and video games, which are actually kind of like more competitive industries than most people tend to think. You've got like AAA, so big budget films and video games being made. Like take, I don't know, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, for example.
Biggest
Destiny, they spent $500 million on Destiny, that one game. Which, you know, is the most expensive video game ever made, but also movies are like made in that sort of range. And then on the flip side, you've got these indie films that do really well. Like we talked about like Bad Taste the other day. That's obviously attracted quite a following and probably has made far more money than they ever dreamed of making. And the same goes for video games. So you got all these indie games which sort of like gradually work up into this sort of middle band sort of range.
Well, think about DayZ. We played DayZ.
Exactly.
It all spawned from a single mod.
Yeah.
And now it's a soul game, $30.
Yeah.
Most sold.
He's got his own developing. He's got his
Studio.
own developer studio. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're getting into that era where crowdfunding is starting to go up a bit.
Yeah.
Totally divvied off the topic. But
Yeah.
anyway.
But it shows, well, like, trying to get back to Intouchables, it shows that although obviously they had a fair bit of money to make this film, and I don't think you could really call it, it's not an indie film.
No.
But you can still show that audiences like that kind of narrative, and they don't
That's what it's
need
aiming
explosions and it's just scary how much money's kicking around. It's like Captain America. I think it cost them $250 million to make. That's like a quarter of what they earned from Avengers. So it's just like the money cycle just keeps going, ramping up and up and up, and then eventually they're going to spend too much. Yeah. Economics. Basic economics.
Can't go into debt that
Ewan
much.
knows all about basic economics.
Nope, I don't. I have a basic understanding of the basics of economics.
Yeah.
That's as far as I'll go.
An economy is a country's money. That's right.
I'm not even going to comment.
Say,
Anyway,
would you want to do my economics sack on Friday? Sure.
What's
we
it
should
on?
totally pull that. I'll go into the
I feel like
class.
someone would find out.
What's the sack on?
It's on. Oh gosh, what's it on? Is that podcast
The
really
economy?
descended to this? No, it's not.
Anyway,
budgetary and monetary policy
Oh, I just did
and its effects on AD.
I just did that. Sack.
I was supposed to do it last Friday. It's good. I've got this early leavers pass from school. Just like why reason for leaving school early. Not sitting sack. Rescheduled.
you should just do like you should have just done got a sack. LOL. No. Got a sack.
I feel
lol,
like
no.
that would
Lol,
raise a flag
no
somewhere.
thanks.
They don't raise flags.
Did someone like? I imagine someone just sits there in the office at
Your
school
parents. Your
and
parents
just
are the
like
only ones
watches
that
them. Oh, really? They're the only ones.
This
to
is
see
like
them?
when you
Okay.
go to our school late and you tap in with your ID card and you've got to type in a reason for why you're late.
This all changed after.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Which
What
only
is
presents
this?
itself on your report. So, like, for example, my friend walked in late once and his note just said, questing with Gandalf. And he just gave it. And he's like, the teacher didn't even look at it. Just, yep, good.
You can type in whatever your reason
Yeah,
is.
you can type
He
in
wrote
whatever you want.
questing with Gandalf.
Yeah.
I wrote recycling once as my reason for being late. Recycling.
Slaying dragons.
And like no one checks. You've got a reason, and then at the end of the year, you see the list of lates and reason why. And it's just all you're just
Questing
stupid
with
reason.
Gandalf.
And the only person that
Recycle.
sees are your parents. It's like your extracurricular reports. I'm a member of the Fit Girls Club.
I know a couple people put school captain. I've seen a couple of them
Yeah.
that have put down that.
How
Only
dare
school
they?
captain.
How dare they?
Anyways,
Is it your topic now? Is that what
I
you're
don't
doing?
know.
I don't feel like I made a judgment on the Intouchables.
Yeah.
Okay. Give us a
I'm
score.
gonna side.
In
So we had the Harris Lars versus.
Like
I'm gonna be
10,
like a deciding
0?
factor.
Oh, not at
He's
all.
not saying zero.
5.
7.5.
No,
7.5
7.5.
out of 10.
I'm probably gonna lean closer to the 7.5. I'm sorry to say.
7? Oh, alright.
It's a good film. I like the concept. Obviously, like it's based on a true story, and it's well done. It's well made. I can't really fault it there. But
Digital copy.
I don't know.
CD.
Digital copy on its own disc.
you'll literally just like plug it in, and just like a download code pops up on the screen.
I'm not
Something
even kidding.
stupid like
That's
that.
that's what
That's-
happened.
Yeah, I'm not
sick,
surprised.
Insert it. You choose. Oh, I want to download.
Oh, at
through
least you can get it on
iTunes.
iTunes. That's not so bad.
Oh, or Windows Media Player if you're that
All you need is a
adventurous.
code for iTunes. It's just
And-
a code to type.
Yeah, and then you still
Unlock
gotta
the code
download
by
it. It's not on the
putting
disc.
DVD in.
Gosh, ridiculous.
It should be on the disc, surely. What's the point going to left?
Should be like, there's
It-
a code here.
Yeah, but
There
come on, man,
must
that's
be a
still not
file on
code.
the disc, surely.
There is no file on the disc.
Didn't it say
starts the
when you
download.
put it on iTunes? Surely it said like copying rather than downloading.
No, it says, okay, it's hops up. It's like,
Anyway.
do you want to act? Okay, regardless, it doesn't matter.
This is why, what's it called?
Mm-hmm.
Ultraviolet. It's like, I like it that it's a streamlined
frustrating.
system for digital copies of movies, but I've got to get like an account with each different movie studio. I think
yeah.
I've got to get like.
Although
audio
I
from
discovered the other
those.
day that ultraviolet falls under like this. Everything comes back to that ultraviolet thing. So if you've got an ultraviolet account, like Flickster or like JB Hi-Fi now, whatever, syncs all with that one account. So you don't need Flickster or JB Hi-Fi.
Yeah.
Like you sync the one.
But I just need to like log into Ultraviolet at Warner Bros. Or Ultraviolet at.
Sony Pictures, but it's still tied to your ultraviolet account. So from there, and you could just go straight to your Flickster app and download it there.
I don't have Flickster.
Flickster's
Do you
not
like?
bad.
Does it stream it? Is that how it works?
Yes, but you can also download it locally. Except it doesn't give you like a MOV file or whatever. It's just like some stupid thing that only Flickster reads.
Classic.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Classic.
It's disgusting. Anyhow, again, like nice idea, but just not.
Not
wow.
Not your cup of tea.
It struggled to sustain me. I didn't. That's not what I meant.
That's great.
Struggled to maintain my interest.
You know, my life
Okay.
revolves around movies. And
it's gotta
this
sustain
just
me.
doesn't sustain me. I mean, a banana, yeah, that can sustain me, but this movie, no thanks.
You guys. All right, Lars. What's your topic?
Ask me where we're going.
Where are we going, Lars?
Where
with
we're
this?
going. We don't need roads. Do-do-do-do. This is my little model
I love that you brought
DeLorean.
little model. It's
Yeah.
really cute.
I
Lars.
was going to bring the DVD case, but this is more linking to Universal Studios than Back to the Future. I was like, what's the movie? So this is the
What's that?
DeLorean from Back to the Future 2. So it's all sweetly modded and stuff.
Turn the door open. Oh my god, the door.
But anyway, Back to the Future is probably like my favorite movie trilogy of all time. Asterisk.
Well, here we go. Now we have it all time again.
Asterisk.
Dark Knight.
No,
Star
I don't
Wars.
have an all-time
What?
favorite movie.
Dark Knight trilogy isn't up there in like your favorite trilogies.
Oh, absolutely.
Star Wars.
But it's like
Star Wars. Come
The Twilight Zone.
yeah, Twilight.
on. Lord of the
this-
Rings.
You were missing
Lord of the
okay,
Rings!
Oh
Okay.
god.
Freaking
There are
Indiana
so many
Jones.
there are so many trilogies. out
Indiana
there.
Jones is a trilogy, not a saga. I don't care what they say about the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
No,
This is
it didn't exist in life.
Probably
It
one of
doesn't
my
exist.
favorite 80s science fiction trilogies.
That's more appropriately specific.
Starring
I'm happy.
Michael J. Fox.
And the guy that who was the doc?
Russell Lloyd.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. No, not
Who did you
He
think it
hasn't done
was?
much.
not Russell Lloyd.
He hasn't done much after that, has he?
Who's
Are you
where'd
looking
you
it up?
plug
You
this
are
stuff
looking
from?
it up.
Christopher
Ah.
Lloyd.
He's
I
so
was-
Christopher
prepared.
Lloyd.
He's already
Russell
got
Lloyd
there.
is like a family friend, someone that I know. Christopher Lloyd.
I put you on such high pedestal.
I had
because
this
thought
open
you
'cause I
remembered
was-
that.
I had this open because I was like flicking through it before. I don't know if you could see me looking down. I'm looking up fun facts from the movie to talk about this with.
What can they? Oh, they can see under the table. Can they?
Oh my god.
Oh, not
That's so bad.
No, not kind of. They can't see that. I don't think. Doesn't matter. So
After the movie was made, DeLoreans released body kits to pimp your ride to make them look like time traveling.
no
coolest
way.
thing
That
in
is
the world.
so cool.
That is
Oh my
awesome.
god.
That's the only time I had. That's the only fact I had.
Did your
from
Lego
DeLorean.
DeLorean ever arrive?
Yeah, I've got it. It's just waiting to be unboxed and built.
Yeah. Oh my
Wait till I
god.
can film
I
it.
have.
So good.
I still have 3 Lego boxes that are just sitting there waiting for me to build. Goddamn high
Awesome.
school.
One
Takes up
from
way
a
too much
movie
of my
that
time.
you haven't even seen. Anyway,
What?
so
What is? Oh,
I got
Guardians
this-
of the Galaxy. Yeah.
I got this at Universal Studios while I was in America, which was frustrating because it took up a.
here. Ta-da.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, it's kind of big, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Sorry, I'm just lifting up my Lego set.
I bet he had enjoyed it a lot more if he had seen the movie. Anyway,
Go and see. God damn it.
Damn it, Callum! Shout out to Callum.
We're seeing it this weekend.
Not Bob Callum, other Callum.
aren't you guys seeing Lucy? Anyway,
Shut up, Lars!
Seeing Lucy.
Anyways.
We're seeing Guardians.
so yeah, I got this at Universal Studios when I was traveling around America with my family, which was cool, but it also took up a lot of luggage space, and I discovered you could just buy them here as well. But
For
I
half
was
the
in
price.
Universal.
Damn
No, you can
imports.
totally buy them in America for half the price. That's
Yeah, let's be
Yeah.
honest.
um,
Australia tax.
go on. But yeah, this was after
not-
the funnest day of my life at Universal
Do you even do
Studios, which was like the
economy?
best thing in
Economics?
the world.
Australia tax.
Universal Studios
Yeah, there
is like
is.
the place of happiness. I
Shut
got
up,
to
Lars
see
is
a
talking.
DeLorean that was actually used in the film, which was really cool. I got to see how they make like movie car chase scene explosions. But they have these giant robot arms in the ground that grab the cars and spin them around and stuff.
What?
Yeah.
What?
They like dig
Damn.
out sections of road.
This sounds like
I
the
think.
coolest place in the world.
Is this why
It
my
is.
movies suck?
God.
They don't have
Yeah, because
giant
you don't
robotic
get
arms.
enough money to dig out the road to put a robotic arm in the ground,
Oh,
and they can like
man.
spin them at like it's
Was it
crazy, like
crowdfunded?
full-size cars.
Yeah,
That's
that's
they
what,
crowdfunded.
that's what occurred to me when I was in Times Square. It's just like there are so many people here to close off that section of road to film Avengers. Must have just cost them so much money in their own.
Well,
There's also got
crazy,
Times
yeah.
Square in Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But it's also a bit like where do they close off the road and where do they
Ridiculous.
just green screen it?
True.
Here we
'cause from
go.
what I
We're
understand-
getting on to something here.
I
Green
Am
screen?
Legend was like the first movie. I've got no idea whether I'm saying
He's
was
making
going?
up facts. Making up facts.
Making up facts. I Am Legend shut down one of the main roads in New York, and it was like the first time that was ever done. And they shut down a huge length of road.
They had to make it look all like
Just fun fact. Yeah,
deserted.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Which is weird because when you see the movie, everything.
And
looks
then they had
deserted,
to
like,
kill
there's
his
no way.
dog.
Is that I haven't watched I Am Legend in so
Spoiler
long.
alert.
I'm warning you.
Anyway,
Don't watch that movie
so
if you have any
These
liking of dogs.
3 movies. Hold up, they're awesome. They've got amazing music. They've got amazing one-liners. Doc is like flipping hilarious. Yeah, I haven't seen them recently. I'm running low on stuff to talk about.
Have you seen Back to the Future? You've seen the Back to the Future, surely.
Seriously, yes.
I just had to
It's
be
the
sure. I
best.
hadn't seen
Man,
them until
like the almanac.
recently.
I could take that anytime. You can't. Oh, you guys
The
have
what?
watched- Isn't it the almanac the book of like all the sports bets?
Oh
When
yeah.
they when what's his name? Biff
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
into the future.
Oh Biff, what's he up to now?
Yeah, Biff.
Shout out to
Biff. Yeah,
Shout
our
out
friend
to Biff
Biff.
from the 80s.
Yeah, twerp.
I found
Yeah.
the ending to that. I've only seen the first Back to the Future. I haven't seen 2 or 3. I don't know if that really matters. But I found the ending of that first movie really bizarre. He's just like totally screwed up with history. Like surely there must have been like larger ramifications.
No,
Than
he just gets much better off, and the high school bully now cleans his amazing car, which I think is a Jeep.
It's like a total role reversal though. Like
Yeah,
now they're the
exactly.
dickheads. I just
Because
don't.
that's what they get for being bad. Like, no, because
So that happens when you go back to the future.
You go back to the future and you do the right thing, and then you
Life-
end up with an amazing life.
Life reaps the rewards in you. You reap the rewards of life when you go back to the future.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happens.
But when Biff does it, it's not okay.
No, he reaps the rewards. Remember? We
Yeah,
just
I know.
talked about this. He
But
gets
that's
the
what I'm saying.
almanac
Yeah.
and he becomes rich. He owns
Yeah,
a
but
casino.
that's bad because then they have to go and get him and stop him.
Oh.
Like when he does it, it's not okay. But
Yeah.
if you're good,
because it's Biff.
so many messed up morals.
Yeah,
in
I
movies.
think it's kind of
The
they kind of
feminazis
just
were
gloss
ripped it to
over the
shreds.
fact that he's just totally messed with history for his own benefit.
Yes,
That's the best part.
Marty
of it.
that's
McFly.
living the dream, Marty McFly.
Come on, man.
But yeah, so funnily enough, Michael J. Fox stars in this film, and he recently starred in a show called The Michael J. Fox Show.
Didn't that
Not
suck?
this again.
Which does star Michael J. Fox, even though I thought he was too sick
What?
to be acting, but doesn't involve a character called Michael J. Fox, but rather a character called Mike, who has Parkinson's disease and is a news anchor, and has a totally different family. But just so in the same
You
sense,
look kind of disappointed.
in the same sense that Please Like Me sort of stars Josh Thomas as a boy named Josh who is gay and gives that important message. The Michael J. Fox Show stars, gives important messages about Parkinson's, which is sort of, from watching the trailer, some of them seem borderline offensive. But he's got Parkinson's, so I guess he's allowed to.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, like there's a scene in the trailer where he's like struggling to scoop lasagna onto a plate, and it's like a big moment for him, and he's like getting there, and then his wife's just like, "Oh, hurry up and do it! This isn't a time for you to have a moment. I'm starving."
Oh, Jesus.
And then it's like cue laughter, and it's like, "Oh,
That's not funny."
What? And then yeah, like there's all these, just from watching the trailer, there's all these like Parkinson's jokes, and you're like, I don't know if I'm allowed to laugh at that. Because it's like offensive, but also he has Parkinson's, so does that mean he's allowed to? And why is it called The Michael J. Fox Show? It seemed really funny though, but it only went for a season and then it got cut. So I'll watch it at some point, but
Was that because it sucked?
probably. Yeah, it's got Betsy Brandt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ah, good old Betsy.
Betsy.
Come on, you know what she's from.
No, I don't.
Come on.
No, I don't.
Come
The
on.
minerals, Marie.
Oh, she's Marie. Oh, okay. All right.
They're not rocks, they're minerals. Let's cook breakfast.
Goddamn breakfast. Oh, breakfast jokes and Breaking Bad.
Classic.
Breaking Bad. How good is Breaking Bad?
Did I talk about
That
last podcast?
Breaking Bad needs like a podcast of its own. Okay. There are like several things I've got on a mental list that need a special like podcast. The Dark Knight trilogy is one of them. Star Wars is another. And Breaking Bad.
yeah.
Because I know we'll just talk for hours on that.
Like Breaking.
Yes.
Oh, you guys see the part where like he like takes.
No,
the,
We're not doing this,
Oh my
Harris.
gosh, it was the whole show, but we didn't see that
no,
one
where he
scene.
like takes the traits of like the people that he kills. Have you
Wait,
guys seen
what? Breaking Bad?
Yeah, Breaking Bad, 100%. I need to look it up because I'm pretty sure.
No, we can't do this now.
Did I discuss?
Right.
Did I discuss last podcast about the Happy Father's Day to fictional characters?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
We're getting to episode 2, and we can't already remember what we discussed
Yeah.
previously.
but yeah.
Dangerous.
So
Traits theory. Here we go.
I love it.
So, Lars, when are we getting our hoverboards?
In
And our self-tying
2015.
shoes? Next year. Next
Yes,
year?
Next year. No, they've done the self-tying shoes.
Oh, have they?
They sold them as a promotional item to, not promotional to.
Weren't they just a prop though?
There's like
Did they actually self-tie?
No, yeah, they made the shoes like recently and sold them off for
What?
to raise money for Parkinson's. And they also did a promo video.
That's
they made
kind
like
of
a
ironic.
legit looking trailer for hoverboards.
Seriously? Damn.
It was fake, but they like, oh, it was crazy.
Went to a lot of effort for the trailer.
Yeah, and it was like looked like it was all behind the scenes footage of this ad that they were filming for the hoverboard, and it worked and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's good. Yeah. It's kind of, I don't know, I've already said my sort of
yeah.
irregularities with it. But the character is good. It's good fun. It's kind of,
Yeah.
again, kind of weird that such a young guy hangs out with an old guy.
Yeah, but,
Yeah. I suppose he's an
but
outsider.
that's the friendly part. Is that yeah?
I don't know any
outsiders.
outsiders that ride skateboards.
Mm.
They're the coolest kids I know.
The only outsider I know is.
What are you
King
gonna
Ed.
say?
Back to the Breaking Bad thing. I finally found it. Okay.
Damn it, Harris. Okay.
We'll slowly go through this. Okay, Crazy 8. You remember him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how
He's the
you-
guy in the first season, right?
Yeah,
With the bike lock
Yeah.
to the thing. Yeah.
He used to cut his sandwiches without crusts. Guess who then cut his sandwiches without crusts? Walt.
Is this written by the same guy that did the Pixar theory? Is
Then
that what
there's
this
Gus. Gus used to drive a Volvo. Guess what Walt drove after that?
is? A Chrysler. He
Well-
didn't drive a Volvo.
Well, it says if we can't really watch this GIF, but there's a GIF that says, or a GIF, if like. You like to
When
say
does
that.
Walt drive a Volvo?
That's not the only habit of Gus that Walt picked up after that. I can't see this one. I'm pretty sure this is the one where he like. Remember when Gus had the towel and he like puts the towel down before he vomits? Remember that part when he's like bleeding or something? Well, regardless, it was something to do with that. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wait. Yeah. This is in the flashback when they've given the guys all the pills and he goes into the bathroom,
Bathroom puts a towel down
to get the
and then
to get the pill out because he had to eat.
Guess who put a towel down after that when he vomited?
But he wasn't there.
Walter
He
White.
wasn't there. He didn't see
Picks
that.
up the traits of his victims. Case closed.
God damn it, Harris.
You read an internet article.
Who invited you?
I can't even rebut that.
I'm
It
really-
was so
I'm-
stupid to argue.
It's a BuzzFeed article. Okay, all legitimacy is gone.
Oh
Trying to
gosh.
make room for your thing. But
All right. Are we ready for my topic?
no.
So, on the Pause podcast, we discuss movies such as these, TV shows. I've discussed video games a number of
This
times.
was about a theme park mainly.
we didn't
Studios.
discuss the theme park.
Universal Studios.
Oh, okay, the robotic
we went
arms.
so quick
It's like the
over.
best place
Yeah.
in the world where dreams are made.
I've only
They
really
start
been
off
to
with like
Disneyland.
we went on this like behind the scenes tour. They started off with driving down their driveway where they've just got posters from all their movies, like going through time. So good. They have their own fire department.
What?
And I also
Damn.
saw.
That's
I
kinda
stepped inside their house from Parenthood, and we walked through their their
Parenthood,
city.
the
Their-
classic
Yes.
show.
Well, the classic.
Parenthood.
They've got a
Parenthood.
city where I saw The Voice being filmed before The Voice even
How
existed.
exciting!
And they've got a city.
My dad watches The Voice religiously and X Factor, and it pisses me off so much.
So bad.
It's so bad.
Oh, I
It's
hate reality
so
TV.
bad.
generic scene.
I love how when it gets more dramatic, they just like crop the frame in. You kind of get the widescreen effect. It's like,
Oh my god.
No. The worst part is the sob story at the start. They get the piano. It's like,
Yeah.
I was thinking I was going clocks, but anyway.
Oh god, so bad.
Oh god, the voice
Anyway.
sucks.
Meanwhile, I've got like House of Cards sitting there and True Detective. I'm like, let's watch that. And he's like, no, it's you know,
Marie's singing.
is this new girl group gonna survive the knockout stage?
Oh
like,
my gosh.
gosh.
Shocking.
I've got the Legend of Korra sitting on the disc drive,
Oh.
and oh god, I've not been watching season 3. I'm waiting for it all to come out so I can binge it like I did the other 2 seasons.
Wow. And they're 20 minutes each. You can binge so much of Legend of
It's
Korra.
so good. It's kind of one of those situations, just like I can watch another episode, and then like several
And
hours
it's
later.
3 in the morning. You're like,
Oh god, what have I done?
Classic.
Now I have to wait a whole other year. Anyhow, so movies,
Anyhow.
tick.
So I also
Okay, sorry.
Well, I'm just
Last talking.
cutting
Tick.
up. So yeah, I was walking. You know, they also have like a town set up at Universal Studios where you like turn the corner.
I love how he just randomly leans over and lifts the door up on his model.
But no one can see it.
No one can see it. It's behind the case now, and he's still just like fiddling with the
yeah,
door.
well-
I can just imagine him sitting in his room with this on his desk and like,
flick.
good.
The only interactive part.
The heat
Can't even-
still works.
Can't even turn the wheels. Oh my god. Anyway,
I love how
feel like-
you sort of like kind of kept it in the box.
Yeah.
Is that your
I
duct
tried.
tape work there to try and
Yeah, I
maintain the
tried.
structural integrity of the cardboard?
Anyway, so at Universal Studios, they've got this town where you like turn the corner, and it's like an ancient Greek city, and then you turn the corner, it's like a Wild West city, and they film a whole bunch of movies there. And I saw like the outside of a place where they had filmed Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yep.
Oh, another great trilogy. Other than the most recent
um,
one that sucked.
And
What?
Fifth and Sixth. When are they coming out?
Are there more Pirates of the Caribbean?
I had to get them out of my DVD collection.
Why?
I was running out of room. I'm like, see, they're up here now. They was running out of room. Like, no, they gotta go.
What are you having there?
I'd keep number. Oh,
What is Moon?
Why do you even own
What's
this?
Moon?
He owns number 4.
I didn't buy it.
Oh, that was the worst
My
one.
mum probably bought it. Moon's a really good movie.
Oh, it's PlayStation 3 compatible. That's surprising since it's a Blu-ray. And PlayStation can play Blu-ray.
Anywho, sorry, Ewan. So I'll
That's
be
a
the
really
one.
good movie. This is directed by David Bowie's son. It's like a sci-fi space
So
thriller.
artistic.
It's really good.
Does he sing
What's
it
your
all?
topic, Ewan?
My topic. So yeah, as I was saying, movies tick, TV shows tick, video games
Is this a
tick.
tick with your hand.
This is a tick. This is my tick.
Tick.
We haven't discussed music,
Oh,
and
Lord.
Harris and I are Lorde fans.
I'm just gonna sit back for the next 5 minutes.
Oh, I love Lord.
Oh lordy, Lord, Lord.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, Harris and I are big Lorde fans, and I'm sure. Yeah, whilst you're not a Lorde fan, you know of Lorde.
I do. I'm a big fan of the song "Everybody Wants to Rule the World."
Oh, it's such a good song.
From the Assassin's Creed
From the
trailer.
Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed trailer.
Yeah.
And now
They always pick
disappointingly-
such good music for their trailers.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
makes me
now
want
it's
to buy
also
their games.
been put on the trailer for Maze Runner, which is
I know.
disappointing.
Well, it was originally written for the Hunger Games soundtrack, or it was
Yeah.
for the Hunger Games
It was
soundtrack.
on it, Catching Fire.
Yeah,
Mm.
and now it's just everywhere.
Such a good
Everywhere.
Oh, it can
But
be
she
everywhere.
didn't have the decency to play it at a concert.
She did.
Did
She
it?
probably doesn't have rights to it though, despite it being like under her name.
Regardless, she could have done. Oh no, she did all those. Did she do Bravado?
Yeah, she did. It's like one of the opening songs that she did.
Oh yeah.
Anyhow, Harris and I went to see her, right?
Yeah.
And it was weird for me for a number of reasons. Reason number one is we walked into Festival Hall, which is like, for those that don't know, Festival Hall is like a wrestling arena, essentially.
X wrestling.
Ex-wrestling arena, where they now essentially play concerts. And we walk in, and we had floor tickets, and there was about 2,000 teenage girls between the age of 13 and 16 sitting on the floor. And considering I was there recently, and I was at a Kasabian concert where alcohol is just being thrown everywhere, that's not a floor you want to sit on. And so I thought that was a bit weird. We joined them. We just sat down.
We were so tired.
We
We,
didn't
walked pretty far.
We did kind of walk kind of far. We were kind of tired. It was kind of a good idea to sit down.
Yeah.
Anyhow, and it goes on. Lorde was pretty good. She was pretty good. It was kind of cool how she started. Like, you remember with the black curtain, she was just standing on the
Yeah.
microphone by herself. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be kind of weird if it's just her
Just her.
singing
Yeah.
with like music and the speakers. And then boom, the curtain drops and there's a band. And yeah, it was kind of cool. And I remember this bit where she's just like, now I know a lot of you people in the audience are like 15, 16, 17, and Harris and I turned to each other, or 18.
she's
So
like,
we felt
And
old.
this is Ribs. Oh, and
Yeah.
went off and we're like, yeah, Ribs.
Yeah.
You guys could be like
All these good
the
songs.
old like Lorde fans, and then
We knew
Except-
her before she was popular.
yeah, except she's like still new, so it's like you got into it when you were old rather than like
Yeah.
nostalgic.
It wasn't as
oldies.
awkward as that time I saw Rebecca Black live.
What?
I'm just gonna let that sink in for a
Sorry.
second.
Okay. Now there's a story behind this. There's definitely a story behind this.
So, I was spending a week up in Sydney, during school holidays, whatever. And there was this. It was the time. It shows you kind of how old this kind of is.
Well, I hope so.
Anyhow.
I hope so that it's quite old.
Yeah. 4G. It was the time 4G was being introduced to Australia.
Okay.
Which sadly we're like behind the rest of the world, so it's kind of more recent than I perhaps suggested. So
Is that going to
anyhow,
help the story at all?
no.
Like,
Okay.
why do we need to know
Oh,
about 4G?
no. Sorry, no. The Telstra 4G thing is relevant. That's still relevant.
Okay.
So to celebrate,
Telstra.
to celebrate 4G coming, Telstra was bringing the internet to life.
Oh, God.
So they had like a whole bunch
God.
of internet celebrities performing around Sydney CBD.
Oh, I remember this, yeah.
Yeah, you remember this?
That's-
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I went to the Opera House, sat outside the Sydney Opera House, the lovely view of the Harbour Bridge in the background, and who interrupts my view other than Rebecca? Okay, my brother.
She just walked past and you just told her off. Hey, woman, please move.
Okay, no. My brother and I had deliberately gone to see it because we thought it'd be a laugh.
Okay.
So she came out and she had a little stage
This is
set
why
up.
she's famous.
Yeah,
Because people
and she
do it
played
for
People like
she
you
played
think
her
it's a
two
laugh.
songs, and kind of terribly, she is actually a terrible singer. I don't know how
Go
they
her.
kind of
What
made
are
her
her two
sound
songs?
decent.
There's
and
Friday, and then there's
yeah.
what's the other one?
Did she pop out at
Haters
all?
about
I don't
haters.
know.
Haters gonna hate or something.
I don't even know.
Haters
Who
gonna
cares?
Yeah,
I love
that's it. You got it.
I tried
I
to
thought
put
you
it
hadn't heard
again.
it. Yeah, I thought you
I
hadn't
love
heard
that the guy that runs that channel just like claims to support upcoming talent, but you know people have their suspicions that he's just cashing in on rich
Josh.
teenagers and their
yes.
parents. Yeah,
it. If I was in his position, I wouldn't even try to hide it.
Did you see that Chinese food?
Yes.
Chow mein, chow
So
mein,
bad.
chow
Oh my God.
mein.
Shocking. That's
My
what
brother and I sing that every time we have chow mein now.
No, that was my biggest fear about Friday and Rebecca Black, because everyone watched as a laugh, and I was like, yeah, it's funny, but what's going to happen now is that every kid whose parents can afford it, are going to get their own EP or their own album, and they're just full of terrible.
And just get all their
songs.
friends in the movie.
Yeah, and it's just gonna. Luckily, it didn't really catch on. You got Chinese food, and I'm sure there was more.
yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure
Thanksgiving?
Lorde is
Oh, thanks. Oh my god.
from that category.
Oh,
Because I'm pretty sure.
Where is she from?
No,
that?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, except she's a musician.
because
Ah,
no,
okay.
this is
Right,
this
yeah.
is another story. So my friend.
That's right.
went
That's
to
what
New
we do in this
Zealand.
podcast.
uh-huh.
Now, her friend.
I love this story. Sorry, I remember this one. I'm sit back.
the Clumper story.
Go on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's friends with the girl, the daughter of the guy that does what's it called? Tea in the Park in the UK.
Yep.
Okay.
Private schools.
Yeah, so now the girl that does Tea in the Park, the daughter of the man that does Tea in the Park. Yeah, okay.
What's
go
Tea
on.
in the Park?
It's a big UK concert.
Okay,
Yeah.
pick that
and
up.
It's in
Yeah,
Scotland,
good,
isn't it?
good.
I
Okay,
think
go
it's
on.
Scotland.
Go on.
United Kingdom.
huge.
same.
Why does he live in New Zealand?
I don't know. He organized.
Go
Okay,
on.
he organizes concerts and he organized Tea in the Park. Regardless, back to the story. Now, he is friends. His daughter, I think, went to school with Lorde.
Oh.
Now, is there a connection there? I don't know. That's
Please
the story.
please tell me
That's
you've
the
got more
story.
information than that.
Nope, that's the story.
Okay. Alrighty then.
It's a big conspiracy theory, I know. But there's
Okay.
something there.
All right.
What's her name?
Ella something.
Yaich.
It's kind of hard to pronounce.
Ella Ye.
Which 16-year-old makes a stage name for themselves?
Cool ones.
Cool ones. I think they're the
Lars?
Lords. Oh, here we go. Ella Yelich O'Connor.
That's right.
That sounds so far from being New Zealandian.
Yeah, well, she's got some background. She's interesting though. So she kind of got like talent spotted at age 12 or something.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like 16. She just got let to play at this concert.
Oh well,
And then everyone
okay,
loved
yeah. So like she'd been working on stuff for a while, and then I think it was like Frank Ocean pulled out Splendor in the Grass, and then she got the spot to film, and that's how she sort of blew up. It was around the time this EP sort of came out.
Yeah.
And
How did she get
then
Splendor in the Grass.
because Frank Ocean pulled out, I think
how
that's
did,
Splendor.
How did she like
I don't know.
get in for Frank Ocean?
I don't know. They look down the list. Everyone's busy. Who's this Lorde chick? I don't know. Just give her a spot. We need
plays piano?
someone.
Who plays piano? Quick, get on stage.
And they're all like behind the scenes. So guys, oh crap. Yeah, Frank Ocean's gone. Bad news. But the good news is we got Lorde.
Who's Lord?
Yeah,
Who's Lorde? Oh, she's awesome. You guys,
the
you
best.
just, whoosh, she's gonna blow
She
you away.
has an EP coming out.
Let's face it,
Which
they were
means
all
it's
too
fair.
high to care on the
Wow,
wires.
why is Frank Ocean female?
But I reckon she is really cool.
Really
And judge me all you like, internet. But her album was my favorite last year, topping the Arctic Monkeys AM.
AM.
Yeah, and partly because it's got some really nice messages in it, and particularly relevant messages to teenagers of the present day.
I'll give you that.
We can be royals.
Yeah, like Royals
Bullshit.
Royals
How can we be
itself.
royals?
No,
It's the message that
It's
like
the
money doesn't
You gotta look
make
into
a
lyrics. Yeah,
money doesn't make a person.
it's kind of a criticism of the music industry at these days. How like you know, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. Like it's all the crap that goes
Yeah.
into music videos.
We're
That's
driving
what.
Cadillacs in our dreams.
Yeah, that's like not what teenage life
Yeah.
is about. It's
Even
not
like
like all the
music life.
partying
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
not
Taylor Swift and Katy Perry shows off in their music
Well,
videos.
tell
Life
me then.
isn't
Talk
like
to me
that.
about tennis court.
Tennis court. Well, as a matter of fact, she's actually got quite an interest in Russian aristocracy, and I wonder if tennis courts has got something, an allusion to the what's it called? Oh my god, my history knowledge is failing me. There was the
Well, we need a digitally inserted bullshit meter. Go on. Continue.
there was the
Continue.
like the third estate met on the royal tennis courts, and they I can't remember what it's called. Anyhow, I wonder if there's relevancy to that. I need to get the lyrics out. I can explain this better with the
Oh
lyrics.
god, it's gone through the roof.
I was like looking, it's like you can see it hits the top of the screen. I'm touching the roof.
This is such a technically
There's the
advanced
roof.
bullshit meter you've got with your hands.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, but there are like my favorite song on the album. I don't actually have the album with me. It's in my car. It is A World Alone. A World Alone, and it's just about the sort of alienation and the feelings of sort of being an outsider that some people can get feeling at parties and whatnot.
Yeah, no, of course.
So
Feeling
stop
like
with
a
the bullshit meter.
Feeling like a social
God, it keeps
loner
going
at
up.
parties. Feeling
Yeah.
like a social loner at parties. Yeah, I know.
She's really good. She's a really good
That's
singer.
tough.
And what I love about that song
Should write about that.
is
in the
it like it's
podcast.
ending with the lyrics like "Let them talk" because she's had a part in like the noise and so just like it's just too much. Like
it's-
and people
yeah.
people talk crap. Like I talk crap. Like right now,
Yeah, like
I'm
right
talking
now,
crap.
there's a
Right?
bullshit
Yeah.
reel,
So people talk crap, and she's just like criticizing that. And like the album ends with the line "Let them talk," and then the opening song of the first song, which is Tennis Courts, is "Don't you think how it's boring how people talk?"
Oh, so
So
like a
it's
bit
just
of
got like
juxtaposition there.
yeah.
Antithesis.
It's just like that loop, and it's just that sort of disenfranchisement with society and the bullshit youth of today.
Even Rib, like Ribs is my favorite song.
Yeah, and it's
And
just
it
about
talks
going
about,
back
like,
to the
living-
simpler roots
yeah.
of just teenage life. He's drowning in the bullshit, everybody.
Yeah,
It's
I
good.
love Lord.
No, I am a big Lorde fan. I was just
Like we're going back
speaking
to
on behalf of the critics. Go on.
like when you said that it was better than AM. AM was a
AM,
brilliant.
yeah, I don't know if I
Brilliant.
can actually say I liked it more than AM now because I've been listening to AM a lot recently.
Yeah, AM like every single song in there.
That is good.
Is-
Every single song.
Bar.
I want it all. That is the like one of the worst songs ever.
Yeah.
It's a terrible song. The opening lyrics to this song, right,
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to be your vacuum cleaner, breathe in your dust.
How funny.
I want to be your Ford Cantina, but I won't ever
Beatles
rust.
quality analogy.
So bad.
Deep meaning behind that.
Yeah.
The
Deeper
Beatles.
than the Pacific Ocean. I want to be yours. It's so bad.
Vacuum. man.
Alex Turner, he does the symbolic lyrics very well. I love Cornerstones, my favorite Arctic Monkey song, but
Every now and then.
every now and then he
drops
just
the ball
yeah,
and watches it
it's good Cornerstones.
roll.
It's
away.
like there was the on Sucking and Sea, like brick by brick, it was just like terrible. Brick by brick.
That's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor for him climbing.
No one
over
It's a
builds a
wall.
cliche. It's a cliche.
But they
that's what
might
it is.
lay that brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid, and if they do that every day,
It's this society.
neck
Ewan.
minute,
bullshit meters skyrocketing.
it's a wall of bullshit. Sorry.
Can you see us, camera, through all the bullshit? Yeah. But no, she's a cool chick. She's a cool chick. I think she's
How old is she now?
17.
Yeah, let's face it. I'd criticize her all day just because she'd make me feel crap about my own achievements in life.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Who knows? Who knows where this podcast will end up? Anyway, I think that brings an end to episode 2 of the
Thank
Pause
goodness.
podcast.
Oh my gosh. That was
Yep.
You getting
terrible.
tired and hungry? That was
Very
terrible.
hungry.
What do you
Yeah,
didn't
so
like my
That was
topic?
amazing. I loved it.
Jeez,
I
if
love
we don't like it, how do we expect
How
other
do
people
they
to?
like it? Oh Lord, screw this guy. I'm not doing anything on this.
Oh
Gosh.
Lord.
Oh my Lord.
Oh,
That joke
Lordy
has
Lord.
been made many a times.
Oh, did you say it in the past?
In the past.
Have you said that joke in the past?
Yeah.
Looks like we need to go back to the future.
Side swipe out, we're done.
Oh gosh.
I've got nothing.
No.
Where are we going?
Intouchables. You can't touch this.
What?
Tap out, you guys. Tap out.
I should just say that I've created a Facebook page for the Pause podcast
Oh my
now.
gosh.
We are
Oh, I
Facebook
love
official,
Facebook.
so to speak.
Yeah.
So you can keep tabs with there.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I'll post all the links to the latest episodes and whatever whenever they're on Bandcamp and YouTube. I'll get it up on Bandcamp a day or two earlier just because it takes me a while, sort of with the video and the uploads and whatnot.
Ooh, stand back.
Because I
But I
produce high quality material.
Yeah. And we could potentially, hint, soon have up to 4 people on a show.
Yes.
Once we have the technology.
When we have a table and a fourth
We can
microphone.
rebuild
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And
When
we're
I-
getting a table
essentially
soon.
when I have money.
The chairs are here. Ewan's no longer sitting on a TV.
All I had to do for the chairs, mind you, was drag them through from the other room. That was all I had to do.
Leaps and bounds. Leaps and bounds. my
Now I
friend.
just need to go to Bunnings and get like one of those $40 plastic trestle tables so we can just fold out, and we're good.
I've
We're
got one in
golden.
my house.
And a fourth microphone.
Stand anymore.
And I think we should maybe like shift my desk up so we got a bit more room because
Yeah.
it gets kind of squishy.
We could set up the back of it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And I just like we need a new table because I'm having to lean forward like this. My back, I'm getting
my back's
scoliosis.
just-
Yeah, no, I don't
Yeah.
know what to do. Like,
Do we stand back? Oh, she can't hear us.
No,
Go
it sounds-
close and super.
Yeah, see that sounds
Hello.
good when you're close, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's tricky.
but then you gotta like lean forward, then you get that
Yeah.
weird, like.
Anyhow,
Uh,
it's a work in progress. We're
Yeah.
doing this for fun. We don't really care how well it does. Obviously, it'd be awesome if it does well.
I'm
We
in it
like
for the
I
money.
want
I'm in it for the money only.
We're getting into a
well,
big budget.
that's not going to
podcast
happen
on
for
this.
that could never happen. I'm sorry to say, Lars.
Are we going to crowdfund?
Do you want to opt out now?
If
You
you're
can
still
do it
funding,
somewhere.
right?
No, we're
I'm
gonna-
I'm funding it for the time being. Yeah.
and then we'll crowdfund.
Just
it.
remember,
crowdfund.
90% of the dividends.
Until I buy half the microphones.
And
I start my own Bible podcast.
Should we do what
the
other
play podcast.
The breakaway podcast.
the stop podcast?
the Sven podcast.
It'd just be like it would just be like such terrible quality.
Sorry, the inspiration
guys.
behind that
My
Sven
iPhone.
thing.
I'm using my iPhone earphones.
Yeah.
You have cameras. You have good cameras.
No, yeah, it's a joke.
Not that you should do that. You should say it with this podcast. This isn't my
Well,
podcast.
you might need to offer
guys.
me
this
more
is
money.
our podcast.
I could pull
I
a
don't
whole
have any
cast of
money
Big Bang
myself.
Theory. I could pull a whole cast of Big. Oh, no money himself. He says.
Because I spent it all on Lego.
Oh, I just bought a Guardians of the Galaxy, but I haven't watched it yet. I'm really cool.
It's worth
I-
thousands.
Take a selfie.
Guys, just
I've got to try and wrap this up.
Right.
I've got to try and wrap this up.
Yeah.
This is going on
Alright.
long now.
Okay.
Okay, so we should do what other podcasts do and like say our Twitter handles. I'm at Ewan _ Roxborough because some guy in London always gets on the social media before I do.
I'm at welcome _to_ the _ show. Welcome to the show.
Yeah,
God damn.
I don't use Twitter.
terrible.
I don't
I'm
use
gonna have to
Twitter. I'll
post
get on
these
Twitter.
links.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
post
at
links.
Harris Monos.
That's a good name. Good
I'm
succinct
gonna
name.
clean,
Back there.
succinct.
Excellent.
the
I love how we
cleanest
all
man
have
in the
Twitter.
business.
I'll change my thing.
Harris and I are more proficient on the Twitter than Lars, so you know if follow us first.
Cleanest man in the business.
Cleanest man in the business. That makes no sense. It's so ironic.
No, it does because he's got a very shaved chest.
And that's it.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye. You know what? I'm here now, Lars. I'm here now. Wait, can we
doing
finish?
stuff,
Wait,
man.
Ewan, can we finish up Toasties first?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start a recording and then. we can get comfortable and start when I'm ready. And don't forget, guys, to lean into your microphones like this.
Like
Look
what?
how much better that
Like
looks.
what?
That was a little loud.
Okay. Gotcha.
Turn down for what?
Harmonize. Ready? Harris, start.
It gets all like wavy in the ears. It's all freaky. Okay, so I'd like to ask that you guys adjust your microphones to whatever feels comfortable for you prior to starting.
Wait.
Because I haven't got shock mounts yet, all these like vibrations or whatever pick up really annoyingly. What are you doing? You're just unscrewing the stand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, ours don't go high. Just yours.
What are you? No, they don't go higher.
I've done goofed you. I've done.
You've done, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't raise them, unfortunately, so you do have to kind of get right over them.
You just said adjust them.
I was like, what?
I mean, like
What
adjust
adjustments do you mean?
adjust the angle like this, so you can change that and adjust the angle. So if you want
so-
if you want to sit more straighter or if you want to get over it, that's cool. But you do have to kind of get to this proximity of the
Is
microphone.
this fine?
No.
Okay.
Is this okay, Ewan?
Hold on, let me pull this. Can you just pull this forward, Harris? No. Pull the wood forward.
Oh,
on the
right.
thing.
This is gonna
So-
collapse onto my testicles.
Okay.
My mic's in.
Is that better?
Sound test 1 2. Ewan.
You sound good. I might just turn you up a little bit. Actually.
Ewan,
Okay.
sound test
Wait,
1, 2.
Harris, just go out. I need to make sure I get the right
do you
one
wanna
for
just
last.
shut up for a second, Harris? We're trying to speak. So I'm just gonna basically lean in and I'll do a little curvy worvy thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when I come out, I'll be like, what?
All right, I've got his fixed up. Can you speak now?
Yeah, I like doing things and doing stuff and lots of stuff at this podcast at Three
Okay.
Friends.
All right. Let me make sure I am. Okay, that sounds fine. I think that's good. We're not clipping. Nope. Okay, that's good. Alrighty. So when you guys finished eating, what else do I need to say?
Down here.
Oh, here. Okay. And then I just go.
Yeah.
And open the case.
Well, there's nothing in the case. Yeah, legitimately, there is nothing in the case. Oh, open the case
Hold
like
it.
this.
There you go.
Can
What
you
do you
pass me the Love Club EP up the top there?
Oh, how did you buy that? Did
From-
you actually
From a CD store?
recently?
No.
Oh,
When it came out, before her album came out, I bought this.
that's awesome.
What's this? Go away.
You must have loved her before she was popular.
You must have
I
looked
did.
at
I'm
the
kind of indie
laptop.
like that.
Don't trust this computer.
What do you mean you don't trust this computer?
I don't trust it.
It's not even on.
Yeah, well, it says if I want to trust it. And I don't.
I'm gonna have to
Tilly
save a lot of
Simpson
time.
liked my post on your wall. Lars didn't, even though I tagged him.
What a
Dick.
Jessie always just points out. She's like, "Oh, did you see my new photo on Instagram?" I'll be like, "Oh yeah, it was awesome." She'll be like, "Oh, you didn't like it." I was like, "What?"
Lars, I don't think you liked. Oh no, here we go. Oh, now I'm gonna have to go through everyone's likes again. I did this to Ewan on Sunday night, individually going through the likes till I found him.
He can just check his phone, and then
I
it'll
don't
be
care.
red or not.
It's the principle behind it.
See, look how well he does. He's leaning all right up in his mic.
All right up in your grill.
He's getting all up.
started in my
No, we're
career.
not started. We're
No.
not started.
Well-
No. I've not done the introduction yet. Harris,
What's up, Jasperinians? Welcome to the Game On Play Show. My name is Greg Miller. And today I've got beside me the pride of Sven Island. Sven.
the producer slash seducer, Nick Scarpino.
What's up, everyone? How's it going, guys?
This is the podcast that Harris and I listen to. Yeah, what's your introduction going to be? I do an introductory sentence.
What's Lars?
So he's Lego Lars himself, or the voice of reason. I sometimes flick it up. What's yours going to be?
Oh, well, I don't know. It's you're the,
I think we need
you're
to
the
cut Lego
producer.
Lars.
The voice of reason? Didn't be the voice of reason? I was thinking the most freshly waxed chest in the business.
No, it's definitely not going to be it. Nope, that is a no. Down. Nope. I
I
don't
know. What would you like?
What? I'm not that great. Just and Harris. No, just like go. Oh, the Lego, the Lars, the Lego man. One sec. Hello. I'm at Ewan's house. I'm getting my lighter fluid at the moment. Yeah.
See, this is why I put the bad influence.
Bye.
I'm at Ewan's house getting lighter fluid.
Was it your mum?
That was that.
Oh,
Okay. So what do you think? Damn it! I didn't.
thank you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Are we starting? Are we ready?
Wait. Okay. Wait.
I don't know what I'm gonna say for you.
Okay. Just improv, man. Improv. So nothing to do with my wax chest.
I can't think of anything else but that now.
The cleanest man in business.
The cleanest man in the business.
Yeah, we'll get
Which is an
That
allusion
makes
to his chest.
no sense.
I'm very clean. I had a shower last
It's
night.
ironic.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
ironic.
Call
Yeah.
me the voice of reason.
Just go, the voice of reason. Carl Moriarty. Okay,
Or Lars Volchek.